and let the battle begin. Today we take a look at the Apple 12-inch new MacBook versus the Surface Pro 3. Well, they're not really similar devices or in the same class, but this is a good comparison between the latest and greatest from Apple and the latest and greatest from Microsoft to find out which is the better ultra portable device to take with you. Is it the new MacBook 12-inch MacBook from Apple or the Surface Pro 3 from Microsoft that came out last year? We'll find that out. We'll compare it, we'll stack it up, we'll compare it with the keyboard, without the keyboard, all that fun stuff together, and let you guys know what we actually think. So as we put this together, let's take a closer look at both devices. So starting off with Apple's new MacBook, 12-inch tablet, Apple's thinnest tablet at 13.1 millimeters, well-crafted piece of machinery, solid look and feel altogether. This thing is powered by the new Core M processor, clocked at 1.1 at its lowest base. Pricing starts at $12.99. Now it comes with a singular USB-C port, that's all you use for charging and data transfer, nothing else other than the headphone jack on the other side there. As you can see quite clearly, it's got a 12-inch display which has a resolution at 2304 by 1440. It's a retina display. Basically it's a 2K display, so it's a nice high resolution up there for you. You've got a full spread out keyboard, edge to edge keyboard, and of course the new Force Touch trackpad, which gives you that right click functionality. The display itself looks very vibrant. It's got some nice speakers on there, but in terms of full functionality and specs, just to rattle them off for you, you've got 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage in this machine that we have here, and it is one sexy looking device. So that is the new Apple MacBook. Now let's take a look at the Surface Pro 3, which is Microsoft's flagship device from last year. Now the Surface Pro 3 is not a laptop but a tablet that can do more. Now it's got that nice full magnesium build there, but it's powered by a Core i5 processor. Now if you look there, you can see ports. It's got a few ports. It's got mini display, USB, a port there. You've also got micro SD expansion right there if you flip up the kickstand. When we bank around the device, we do have the connector, of course, for the type cover keyboard, a volume rocker, as well as a headphone jack. Now in terms of processors, the Core i5 starting with the Core i3 all the way to Core i7 processor, 4th gen. This is the keyboard right there. It's got a nice backlit keyboard with a trackpad there, and the display is a 12-inch display. Resolution 2160 by 1440. Aspect ratio is 3:2. It's a 2K display, and also you can see you can tilt it all the way to lay it down flat because you can use this in different modes altogether. Pricing starts at $799 for the Surface Pro 3. For the Core i3, goes all the way up till about $1,700 for the Core i7. Comes also with an optional pen, stylus pen that you can actually use to write with on the device. Now, since we've seen the specs for both the Surface Pro 3 as well as the new Apple MacBook, look at both devices side by side in terms of what you get. You can see quite clearly that they're both in similar size range, and they both have very vibrant displays. Both have, of course, keyboards that you can actually access if you choose to, with, of course, the new MacBook having a keyboard built in because it's a laptop, and the Surface Pro 3 has the optional keyboard there. Now, in terms of just pure functionality and power, you really can't go wrong with the Surface Pro 3 because it's got a Core i series processor, which is more powerful than the Core M. It's also got a full 10-finger touchscreen, which allows you to navigate with ease, and also gives you more compatibility with applications and apps as in comparison to the new Apple MacBook, which doesn't have a touchscreen. Now, in terms of apps, you also do have more apps, surprisingly, on the Windows Store compared to what you have on the Mac Store for OS X. So you can actually play with applications and use a lot of functionality on that. In terms of functionality, the Surface Pro 3 is a workhorse for me. It does more work in terms of processing power. I can run full applications with ease and not run the risk of overheating there. Also, I can plug in a full USB into the device without actually doing much work by just plugging into the USB port, and I can actually go ahead, navigate, transfer, do all that fun stuff if I need to, because I can plug in the USB port, and I also have a separate display port to actually pipe my visuals out to a screen. Now with the new MacBook, if I need to do that, I need to get the dongle adapter, which is not too expensive at $19, but that renders my device incapable of charging, as well as also incapable of displaying on a separate screen. That is something to take note in terms of functionality with both devices. But when it comes to functionality, I do have to give it to the Surface Pro 3 in terms of functionality and power. It definitely handles and kicks the ass out of the new Apple MacBook in all respects there. Now, both devices have 2K displays or more, and here we're going to take a look at both displays and also listen to audio quality of the speakers, starting with the Surface Pro 3 and then moving to the new 12-inch MacBook, so you guys get a good idea of the audio quality and also some of the visuals from both devices. 8040, and I have to tell you, it's a pretty cool printer. It's got some really nice features. It's got NFC built in. It's got an LCD display that you can use to navigate around. You can see it's also got Wi-Fi. And it's got it has a USB port here on the side, which I'm going to try and show you. It's a little dark there, but you can actually plug in directly, into the USB port. Now, this is a printer, fax, scanner, all-in-one package, and this is 8040, and I have to tell you, it's a pretty cool printer. It's got some really nice features. It's got NFC built in. It's got an LCD display that you can use to navigate around. You can see it's also got Wi-Fi, and it's got it has a USB port here on the side, which I'm going to try and show you. It's a little dark there, but you can actually plug in directly, into the USB port. Now, this is a printer, fax, scanner, all-in-one package, and this is an inkjet printer. You can see the scanner there on top. You can also feed in from the very top, but I like this. Now, in terms of audio, the new MacBook, 12-inch MacBook, has awesome audio. You can see how loud, how clear, vibrant as we max up the audio compared to the Surface Pro 3. Definitely wins in that category. Even though the Surface Pro 3 has front-firing speakers, it doesn't have the capabilities. And also the display for the new MacBook is also a tad better. Resolution of 2304 by 1440. It looks a little sharper, brighter than what you get. So the new MacBook actually wins in audio and visuals there compared to the Surface Pro 3. Now, looking at both keyboards, now you do have a detachable keyboard for the Surface Pro 3 and you have a standard keyboard for the new Apple MacBook. It's quite easy, and I can tell you, any good standard traditional keyboard is better than the Surface Pro 3 keyboard, which is good, but it's still not a traditional built-in keyboard. The Force touchpad also works pretty well, although I still think the some of the functionalities are gimmicky. A right click is possible. Now, the Surface Pro 3 does trump because it does have a touchscreen and also has the ability to use a pen, a stylus pen, which you can use to navigate around the screen and also write. So with extra functionality, the Surface Pro 3 actually has some benefits there. You can open up applications like OneNote to start jotting down notes, writing down documents, things like that. So even though the keyboard is actually better for the new MacBook as well as the trackpad, the Surface Pro 3 does have a touchscreen and does have pen writing capabilities, which you don't have on the new MacBook. So I would say that there's a win on two different categories here for both devices. So both devices have very good battery life, with the new MacBook at 9 hours and Surface Pro 3 about 9 to 10 hours. But I do have to give a winner, and the winner for me is the Surface Pro 3. Surface Pro 3 has solid battery life. It also has a better price range starting at $799, and also better performance with the Core i5 processor there. Although the new MacBook has some really cool aspects to it, it just doesn't compete in overall functionality as the Surface Pro 3, which is touchscreen, 2K display, use of a pen, and so much more. So if you don't like my thoughts, let me know. Leave your comments down below in the description. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share this video, favorite, subscribe to the channel, and guys, always enjoy your entertainment.